Good morning, everyone. Welcome. First meeting of the Safety Committee in...
Sorry, excuse me. Can you turn your mic off?
Good morning. First Safety Committee meeting of 2015. I'd also like to thank the board members for agreeing for us to be able to move this to the same day as the board meeting, and we'll have a dialogue with the chair of the audit committee to make sure we can have a balance there, because audit committee is generally on that same day. But rather than have the safety committee at the end of a very long day for many of you that attend many of the committee meetings earlier in the week, your gracious agreement to have it now, I think, does two things. First of all, cuts down your day on Monday or whenever that committee meeting is held, and also has the proper level of visibility for the safety committee before the board meeting. So, any public comments? No, hearing none. Approval of minutes of the October 27th meeting. May I have a motion? All in second? All those in favor? Aye. I think we'll go right to the Chief Safety Officer report. We announced David at that meeting, but he actually has come on board since then. So what I've asked him to do is provide a brief overview of what he's been out and about doing to help inform. I would like this committee to be an interactive committee. I really want your input and your participation in the decisions we make as a committee, what we identify as priorities, and what we decide to do in addition to what the agencies do at their own level, because the agency heads are accountable for safety at their own level. So, David, if you would spend, I'm sorry, Andrew?
Had you asked about the minutes? I'm sorry, I was in a fog. I think we should correct the minutes because they consistently refer to Freddie as Farrar instead of Ferrer.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
He reminds me all the time. So, and it's easy to remember, Ferrer. David, if you would spend a little time talking about what you've done, and make sure the board has an opportunity to have an interchange with you. I think for purposes, you know all the people here, but if you don't sit in the committee, we will identify the other people that are here. The agency heads are obviously here. Carmen is sick today. That's the only reason why he's not here. But the other safety officers, if you would make sure time to make sure I introduce them. Thank you.
Yes, good morning. I am David Meyer, and I joined MTA headquarters as Chief Safety Officer on December 1st. Prior to coming to the MTA, I wrapped up a 23-year career at the National Transportation Safety Board in Washington, D.C., the NTSB, where I was most recently serving as Managing Director there, the senior career leader of the organization. I am delighted to be on duty as your Chief Safety Officer. I look forward to getting to know each of you. I've spent my whole career working in transportation accident investigation for the purpose of making transportation systems safer, so it's just great to be here. I want to spend a few minutes talking about how I see my role at the MTA and telling you a little bit about what I've been up to since I arrived here, and then I'll wrap up with a couple of remarks about what I see that lies ahead. First, I would say that MTA headquarters is not nationalizing safety, as the chairman said. The agency presidents and the people who deliver agency services remain accountable for safety. Each of the agency presidents is now served by a chief safety officer, many of whom are sitting right here, and these safety officers and the other agency staff remain responsible for overseeing and delivering safety at each of the MTA agencies. However, I'm now on duty as an MTA-wide safety resource. One of my main responsibilities will be assisting and guiding the agencies as they continuously improve their safety programs. We will create together a strategy for sharing best safety practices across the MTA agencies, and this will lead to a consistent set of MTA-wide safety strategies. Our goal is creating a world-class safety culture and establishing the safest possible environment for our customers and our employees. So I see my role as providing support and guidance to the safety functions that already exist at the MTA. Where appropriate, I'll also provide a level of safety oversight and assurance. Some, before I arrived here, described my new position as that of a safety czar, And I tend to be a collaborative leader, and since my arrival here, I have found a relentless commitment to safety at the agencies. Nothing has suggested to me that the rule of a czar is going to be necessary to bring about the changes and improvements that we're seeking here. That said, I'm confident that I have the ear of the chairman and the CEO if it should ever be necessary for me to exert an appropriately strong influence. I mentioned that I found a commitment to safety at the agencies, and as you might imagine, I have been in a learning mode since I arrived, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what I have done since I got here. I have met and began collaborating with each of the agency safety leads, and I visited them at each of their offices and their headquarters. We've had detailed conversations about their safety oversight activities, their safety assurance and hazard identification activities. I have reviewed a variety of their safety policies and their incident investigations that have been done over the years to provide an overall familiarity with their activities and what they do. Safety is not something that's done in a vacuum. I've met with both the MTA Inspector General and the Auditor General to understand how our responsibilities overlap with each other and to understand how we can best work together to provide safety assurance. I've met with labor officials on some of the properties. I have been to subway track safety training, spent a morning rush hour in the Rail Control Center, as well as visited the 59th Street Tower to observe operations there, visited the crew rest facility at Grand Central. I have reviewed a variety of procurement documents that are relative to safety, both the specifications for the inward and outward facing cameras and other recording devices for the rail agencies. I have also reviewed the sleep apnea pilot that is set to kick off first at Metro North, and have attended meetings to understand the specifics of that program and to provide some confidence in it on my part. I have received an overall briefing on capital construction and how capital construction maintains the safety of its contractors. I've toured the 2nd Avenue Subway Mega Project, and I've also visited the MTA Police Command Center to sit down with security officials and police officials to understand safety from their perspective. One of the important projects is assuring safe train movement, and I have sat down with Long Island Railroad officials as well as Metro North officials to receive a detailed technical briefing on the research, development, procurement, and deployment of positive train control. And I've also visited the Zariga Avenue facility to understand how bus operators are trained and to see the bus simulation facility that's there. So I've tried to gain an overall understanding of the different activities and the breadth of activities here at the MTA. Haven't quite mastered everything there is to learn about an organization this size, so I do have plans next week to visit the Penn Station Control Center, Metro North's Operations Control Center, Bridges and Tunnels headquarters on Randall's Island, and also will tour the East Side Access mega project. But I'll also transition from what I have seen as a learning mode into a doing mode. We'll start to do some of that doing today in this committee meeting by reviewing the previously adopted Safety Committee charter and beginning to think our way toward a work plan for this committee. In the days ahead, I will convene a safety council composed of the agency safety leads, and together we're going to identify best practices and share them among our agencies. We will focus on safety projects and safety activities, particularly that cut across agency lines. One such activity will be assessing the current state of policies and practices regarding human fatigue and alertness at all of our agencies, with an eye toward formulating an MTA-wide approach to fatigue. Some of the groundwork for this has already been done, not just with the sleep apnea pilot project that I mentioned, but also with some very detailed work that's gone on at Transit. Needless to say, I'll closely follow the pilot projects in sleep apnea, the continuing efforts to assure safe train movement, and I'll be watching closely as the agencies implement NTSB safety recommendations as well as other third-party recommendations such as the Blue Ribbon Panel. So that's a little bit about me and what I've been doing since my arrival, and some thoughts about what lies ahead for this activity. So that really concludes my remarks, and
Towers you missed on this.
so many of them.
40 years ago, there would have been a lot more.
That's for sure.
One of the things I've tried to emphasize, you've heard it in my discussions with you, but I've had it with David and with the chief safety officers and the agency heads. Having been an agency head at 2 different agencies, having run one of the safety functions at one of the agencies, I think, and Carmen has basically had two of those roles. He headed the safety agency, safety entity at New York City Transit, heads the agency. There needs to be a seamless means of communication and awareness among the parties that are the agency heads who are accountable for safety, their chief safety officers, David and myself. Without going into a lot of detail and rehashing the past, I believe when we watched the situation at Metro North unravel, and it unraveled over a longer period of time, when we looked at certain things that in 2010 hindsight, you could see disconnects, you'd ask yourself questions, at least I asked myself questions, Howard asked himself questions, and others, and, you know, what could we have done better that would have either telegraphed that going on long before it got to the point where it manifested itself in accidents, such that we wouldn't have ended up where we were, wouldn't have gotten anywhere near. And that's in no way, shape, or form trying to cast guilt or aspersions on anybody in terms of what they did. Everybody looked at it from the standpoint of what could we done differently. And that's kind of what led the discussion in terms of having a presence at headquarters that helped provide a structure to do that. And I think David was very good in terms of saying that he's not going to sit in a position and decrease safety much the same way the safety officers don't. But if you've got a structure in place where there's a sharing of information, and somebody maybe, you know, who's not standing so close to the forest that they can't see the trees, somebody's going to say, hey, wait a minute, there's something wrong here, and you may need to be able to do something. That's the overall structure at the level that I'm looking at this, I want to achieve. To say that you as board members need to be part of that is an understatement, because in addition to your fiduciary responsibility, it's hard to differentiate that which is fiduciary responsibility versus that which is safety responsibility, because the two are intertwined, the two go hand in hand. And so we want this committee to be an interactive committee, and we want to be able to share ideas, not taking away from what happens at an individual operating committee level or what responsibilities or accountabilities that they have. And I think as we start, I would rather go slow and make sure we are all well grounded in what it is where we want this committee to do and how you want to interact with it, and then move forward in a way that complements and supports what the agencies do. And I think David has articulated that. So I think we can talk now a little bit about the charter.
So in trying to think ahead toward what this committee should do and what level of oversight it should provide, I reviewed the committee charter that was adopted previously prior to my arrival, and it just simply for reference, it appears in your material starting on page 9. Some key points that I took away from it, and I thought I would just provide a very brief review of it. This committee has already reviewed it and adopted it, and I'm sure thought very deeply about it. But the charter starts off on page 9 of the material saying that the committee shall assist the board chair and the board by reviewing, providing guidance, and making recommendations with respect to safety on an MTA-wide basis. So that kind of suggests to me that the committee is going to have a high-level view and a very broad, sweeping view of the MTA and its agencies. Another point there in Roman numeral 4 is about committee meetings. The committee shall meet on a regularly scheduled basis at least 4 times per year, so that's quarterly. You'll see as we move to discussing the notional work plan that I have put together a schedule that suggests 5 meetings for the committee in this calendar year. On the second page of the charter, it says that the chief safety officer shall furnish the committee with all material information pertinent to matters appearing on the committee agenda. What that suggests to me is that in addition to being here to support the chief safety officers, I'm also your point person for safety. So I'm going to be very interested to be informed by what materials you need in order to carry out your oversight responsibilities and how I can best serve you in that role. And then Roman numeral 6.
Where's Murray when you need him? Just, you know, normally you don't hear diesel horns on Madison Avenue, but we are.
Yes, I'm trying to make sense of that there. Some of the key responsibilities of the committee there are to monitor the implementation of the annual safety goals and programs of the MTA, monitor the safety record, select and review key safety indicators, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a moment, provide an open forum for the discussion of safety ideas, and I think that's the interactive part of the meeting that the chairman mentioned a moment ago, and facilitate the identification of approaches and solutions that address MTA-wide safety issues, and that's something that we'll be doing together in this committee, and also the chief safety, the agency chief safety officers and I will certainly be, and already have been, rolling up our shirt sleeves and working together toward appropriate improvements and solutions. So I just kind of wanted to describe the charter a little bit because I think that we want to make sure that the work plan we create together is informed by the charter. So what I thought I would do, if there's no questions or discussion on the charter, is kind of move on in to talk a little bit about the work plan.
Let me just make sure that there are no questions, and I'll ask the board members as a whole or individually if you have any comments. I think you get the gist of what it is we're trying to accomplish, and nothing in what David said or I'm saying should be construed as the charter is absolute and inviolate and can't be changed. If we find as we get into it that we're missing something, we can change the charter. We shouldn't change it arbitrarily, capriciously, but I think it's a good start. But this is once again, I want to underscore, we want to get it right. So it can be a living document. We can make changes if we find that we need to. Andrew?
I'm looking at committee membership in the charter, the proposed charter, and there is no mention of the rider representatives. And the rotating 18-month rider representative is basically on every committee except for their specific committee, like Long Island, Metro North, or Transit. So I think the rider representative should be added to that.
I think we would absolutely welcome all viewpoints on safety. Absolutely.
Can't hurt.
Nope. Any other comments? Okay, Dave. Let's talk about metrics, and I'll let him start, and then I'll provide some commentary, and then we'll have a discussion.
Before we go to metrics, can we just briefly review the notional work plan?
Yes,
Sorry,
absolutely. I'm sorry. You went back to the work plan. Go ahead.
So the draft work plan appears on page 7 of the committee materials, and I very much stress it is designed to be a discussion draft, whether we have that dialogue or discussion in real time here at this meeting or perhaps in follow-up conversations after it. I simply provide it to get the conversation started. So it tries to reflect a lot of what I just reviewed in the charter to try to put it into action. For instance, as you look down some of the specific agenda items, you'll see some open conversations or open forums on safety issues. What I would expect is to hear from board members as well as the agency chief safety officers, and I will bring topics for discussion so that we can grapple with safety issues that cut across the agencies. There are a few things that say placeholder for multi-agency safety issue. That really is, from my read of the charter, one of the key functions of this committee. So what our thought is to bring to you presentations, whether they be delivered by us or other technical guest speakers, to talk about key safety activities that cut across agencies, and some of those that we would imagine. I mentioned earlier the notion of fatigue. Another potential issue that cuts across agencies is platform safety, whether it be gap issues or crowding issues. Certainly, we're kind of excited about collaborating across agencies to try to address some of those issues, and we anticipate bringing that forward to you down the road. Certainly, one of the common modes of injury that cuts across all of the agencies is slips, trips, and falls, and I know that that's been studied a great deal, not just here in New York, but in transit agencies all over the country. But we're looking forward to taking a bit of a fresh look at that ourselves, and of course, safe train movement is such an important issue for all of the rail agencies. So those are some of the kinds of multi-agency safety issues that I'd expect to bring forward to this committee, and I'm very interested in other thoughts that the committee members may have about appropriate safety issues to get a handle on and pay attention to from this viewpoint. So
I think Andrew's got a comment.
Oh, of course.
I'm sorry. Would new car equipment design be part of that? That certainly cuts across agencies.
Absolutely, and it certainly seems to me that if you want safety to be a part of something, baking it right into the procurement at the beginning is appropriate. So
Right.
Absolutely.
I think one of the things we'd have to be careful, though, is that if we could identify that as a high agency of injury, it would be ripe for discussion. But there are other issues that may have a higher ripeness or frequency to it. I mean, the one that I think the two that come to mind for me, having worked here and had a safety background running an agency, fatigue management issue, it cuts across all. The other issue is the issue of being able to control the vehicle that the person is operating, whether it be a bus, whether it be a train, whether it be a commuter rail, locomotive. And actually, the intersection of those two things, fatigue management and that, because it cuts across all the agencies. The other comment I'd like to make, and then we'll have, I know Chuck's got a comment, is we need to spend time to determine that which we identify as a dashboard set of metrics that we look at, because we shouldn't have 25 or 30. They'll be diluted, and I don't want to be prescriptive, but maybe somewhere to be 7 or 10. And then the other issue is, what are we setting as the best-in-class examples to compare against? Because I can make a strong argument why you don't compare rail transit against commuter rail as much as you compare rail transit here against rail transit in another city, or you compare commuter rail against another. We do have two properties here, but against another one another place, and buses against bus entities. But that doesn't mean we can't have a dialogue if you want to compare within. Chuck?
They're purely questions. Is it appropriate to take a look at some point at the tunnels? They seem to be a problem, and I know they're not ours to run by and large, they're Amtrak, but they provide a cause for problems, whether they be a fire or a signal problem within them, so that we at least understand what the tunnel situation is like.
What I would propose we do, if there's one area where, just by the regimen of the entities that run them, and the, I wouldn't say overbearing, but the strong influence of National Fire Protection Association, NFPA 130, where the standards for fire and life safety protection are very rigorous and set at a very high level, is to give a board an overview of what those issues are. And they're pretty much applied across the board of all the rail agencies and followed. Some areas we have total control of our destiny, New York City Transit. Others we have limited control of our destiny. And in some cases, there are some similarities with respect to bridges and tunnels and their facilities. So we could give you an overview. And based on that, you could make a determination as a committee whether that was a high priority area or not that required attention.
And the second part is repair shops, whether they be train or whether they be buses. It seems to me that they would be a logical place where you would have a significant amount of accidents.
Well, I think we'll let the slips, trips, and fall and employee injuries data dictate some of that, but we should review it, absolutely.
It's not the equipment generally that has a problem.
I'll let the agency head, I'll let the safety reps at a time. We will, when they go through the issue of the agencies of injuries for employees, I believe we'll be able to see where those occur and how they occur.
Yeah, hi, my sign's, it's Ira Greenberg, I'm the Long Island Railroad Commuters Council rep on the board. I just wanted to make sure it doesn't fall through the cracks. I don't think, from what you said, it will, but the, our capital construction area, East Side Access in particular has had a high rate of injuries. I've brought this up. I've had a dialogue with the, with capital construction about it, and I just want to, I think we need to continue to look at that, especially in light of the recent error that was made, that we could see it does have an impact on our system because of the close proximity of that. So, but I'm...
You mean drilling through tunnel structures into drains?
Yeah, that's right, yes. Or whatever else could happen even, yeah.
No, and...
But not just that, but even you look at the injury rate, and it's an indication that there's not enough attention. Somewhere some contractors aren't paying enough attention to doing the right thing.
No, that is an appropriate item for this committee. It's different in the sense that we don't have direct control over the resources, but our responsibilities and accountabilities are the same, so we do need to have that. So that would be an area that we would look at as well.
And I would just add, with your permission, that I'm going to sit down tomorrow to discuss safety metrics with respect specifically to capital construction and contractor safety. And it's something that the agency chief safety officers and I have had a number of conversations about, because although capital construction's labor force is entirely contractor operated, all of the other agencies have contractor activities, and we have a responsibility to oversee our contractors. And so I certainly see that as in scope. And you mentioned East Side Access. I'm going to visit that project next week. And the specific drilling incident, I've had a number of conversations with capital construction representatives and reviewed the internal documents on it. So I definitely don't intend to let that fall through the cracks.
I mean, that incident it's one incident, but if you look at the injury rate, you see an indication that something someone's not paying proper attention to safety over a period of time.
So my thought is that the agency safety officers and I and the agency presidents will continue to work on this notional work plan. If, as you review it and ruminate on it, if you have suggestions or thoughts for things you want to make sure are not overlooked, you're more than welcome to send them my way.
David, first, just a welcome. Congratulations on the role. Tom, a fantastic hire. Looking forward to your service and your putting your background to work. One question, it's pretty, I don't know, probably pretty fundamental, which is why are we having a quarterly periodicity? What's the theory behind 4 times a year versus monthly? Let's just talk about that for a second.
Two things. First of all, we probably should have said that it's at least 4 times a year, maybe more frequent than that. I consciously made a decision that I wanted to make sure that we got it right. I think it's more important that we spend the time up front to get it right. So quality rather than frequency at the front end. But if we get to a point where we find that the committee is productive, it's having a change, it's having an impact, you're closer to the issue and we have to do it monthly, we'll do it monthly. So we're not wed to anything in terms of quarterly. When David and I talked about it, given the fact that there will be one-off issues that will come up where the board will want a presentation. If there's an incident that's a high-level incident, we want something that may be a need for a special meeting that would add to the 4. If we get into the issue of fatigue management, I could see a particular meeting, an entire hour, an hour and a half being taken up on that issue because it cuts across all the agencies. So that would actually, spur you to move in the direction of saying we have a separate meeting for that rather than one of the other meetings. So in our mind, it was at least probably 6 or 7 meetings a year. But if it ever got to be monthly, so be it. Norman?
Yeah, Norman Brown. I'm the labor representative from Metro North. But a question I have for you is not really with regard to Metro North or commuter rails even, but it seems, just looking, and I don't want to cut you off, but you may have gotten to my point if I would not have started speaking, but that's often the case with this committee. You'll see on the MTA board. But have you set up any sort of mechanism for studying the quite common incidents where a pedestrian gets struck by a bus or a trespass? We were all in the railroads. There are always trespassers, no matter what they're there for. But there's a lot of injuries that are that sort of rotate around the MTA properties, particularly with regards to street safety. How very, very difficult it is to make a left turn in a bus in New York City. And and it's also a thing where it's always difficult to avoid blaming the victim. In the course of defending workers' due process rights, I'm always accusing the agency of blaming the victim. Then I'll go in to the argument and blame the victim. But there has to be some sort of distinction. People are always going, it's the other person's fault. And at some point you have to sever it off. But there is a lot of people are badly injured and killed in the periphery of the rail system. Not to minimize the danger of working on the equipment, but that's an area of focus. I don't know if you have it or if you've addressed those things, but I would personally like to
I'll start and I'll let David continue. Department of Buses under New York City Transit and MTA Bus are working closely with the New York City Department of Transportation and their Vision Zero program. Their Vision Zero program, I think, should appropriately be led by the city because the issue of traffic signalization, street furniture is a city responsibility, but we live in that environment. We need to have a say in that environment. We need to be able to make sure that our training programs complement and supplement what they're doing. And at some point in time, if it's not part of the, and this probably may be one that belongs being part of the Transit Committee agenda because it's specific to New York City Transit, but we need to make sure we're keeping you apprised of all those different actions that are being taken, because it means a change in behavior for us as well as the people that are in that environment, the pedestrians themselves. David?
I would just say that I appreciate the comment. I think the suggestion to make that a focus area is a very good one. I don't, as I sit here, have a strategy for focusing on it, but we will work on it because I think it's a very good one. At the Zariga facility, I sat for a while with safety officials as they were reviewing video from a pedestrian strike, and I saw the thought process that goes on as they think about how can we prevent this, how can we avoid this. I've had conversations with transportation staff, the city transportation staff, about Vision Zero and what its goals are, and I'm excited about working forward on that. And you actually used the trespasser word, and people who know me from my NTSB days know that I drove rail officials there absolutely crazy because I didn't let them use the T word, simply because in my thought that is a way that the language blames the victim, and whether that person had legal permission to be where they were or not, I think from a safety perspective really isn't the most important concern. Trying to prevent the occurrence is what's important. So I appreciate the suggestion, and we'll certainly move forward strategically on it.
Chuck?
For what it is worth, you might consider attending over a period of time one or more of the Labor Management Safety Committee meetings. My experience representing labor unions has been, and in attending those meetings, is I find them instances where management learns a great deal at the course of those meetings. Not always agreeing with it, but they do learn from it.
Absolutely. That's my experience as well. Management has a lot to learn from labor, and I'm eager to be there.
With this topic, before we move on to the next, we do have a public speaker. He was not able to come up before, so Marie Bowden, I know if you wanted to say something, public speaking period, we'll give you that opportunity now.
Actually, the reason that I came to safety is because I work with somebody in the Albany area who's involved with safety, and he was operated on in January. He should have been operated on 3 months ago, but he wanted to spend Christmas with his family because he may not have made it through. He did make it through, and Bob, I just want to let you know that I wish you very well, and I'm looking forward to working with you in January. Thank you.
Thank you, Marie. We'll have a discussion now, which is the start of a discussion on key safety metrics. I believe this is one area that we do need to spend some time trying to sort out. I said a little bit earlier in my remarks, I don't think we should have 25 measures. If you follow management today at a very high level, some of the most successful organizations have a dashboard set of metrics that, like I said, I don't want to be prescriptive, but it isn't 25. It's probably more like 7 to 10, the critical measures that you should be focused on. Because I always kind of remind myself I should fly at 100,000 feet. Something doesn't look right, I come down to 50,000 feet. If I got it wrong, it looks good, I go back to 100. But if it doesn't look right, I go down to 20,000 feet. And you can do that with dashboard metrics. But David, if you could start the discussion, please.
Sure, and it very much is the starting of the discussion. We passed out a handout that's labeled draft safety metrics, and this represents sort of an well, first of all, let me point out that 2 days ago at the agency committee meetings, the full complement of agency safety statistics were included in those committee books, and it's our desire not to simply regurgitate that information for you because it's easily available to you if you want it. What we've been trying to do is to create a set of safety metrics that might allow comparisons, and this is sort of one notional way to look at it, but you'll notice that we have zeroed out the numbers. Obviously the numbers are available in the committee books, but as we worked on this, we recognized what the chairman said even at the very opening of the meeting, that even comparing apples to apples in this way, comparing subways to Metro North or whatnot, there are differences in the regulatory environments and differences in the reporting thresholds, and even as hard as we work to provide apples to apples comparisons, we realized even in our meeting just yesterday that it simply wasn't moving in the direction that we'd like. So we're going to continue to work on key safety metrics. Like I said, I don't want to be regurgitating to you what's already been reported traditionally. We want to try to find metrics that really mean something and really matter. one thing that we did in this, it's not numeric. We simply looked at most common customer injuries and most common employee injuries. And as you look through it, you certainly see trends, and that phrase "slips, trips, and falls" sure just leaps out over and over again. So that's one of the reasons I mentioned earlier that we're excited about working on that. So what I thought I would do is just begin the dialogue on key safety metrics. You may have metrics and numbers that are particularly important to you, and if so, I'd love to hear about those either in this forum or after the meeting. I will admit that I'm happy to be extremely quantitative where it makes sense to do so. However, sometimes I think in safety assurance, if we're looking at numbers and believing that the old cliche that safety is no accident, we may be fooling ourselves, and so I want to try to strike an appropriate balance between the dashboard set of metrics and allowing this committee to monitor important safety projects that are underway throughout the agencies to try to drive the numbers where we want to see them. So I pass this out really just as an aspirational goal for where we'd like to get, and there's lots of work ahead on metrics to be informed by your thoughts as well.
And obviously, these do not include operational safety metrics like collisions, derailments.
And we don't intend to ignore
things like
those.
that. And they would be too. So in many of you who have sat on the committee for years, and others that are coming to the committee new, but you've got different frames of reference, don't hesitate in giving us your thoughts. You can do that by email, calling David, whatever. Sometimes we're so close to the forest we can't see the trees. Early in my career, I just accepted between car fatalities as a fait accompli. And this was back in 1982, and then when we realized that over half of all fatalities in rail rapid transit at that time were between car fatalities, we messaged a program. I think Cheryl and I remember when we went out with a decal telling people that the most hazardous way is that. We drastically reduced the number of those incidents. So, and it would not have been a sensitive issue to me had it not been somebody from the outside looking in saying, "How could you be silent on this particular issue? Why don't you do something with respect to it?" And I think we need to do that. The other thing that I would ask at this point, because we're talking about statistics, and we're talking about, especially when it relates to if we're going to get to the issue of, we talk about blaming the victim on the operational side when it's a customer or somebody that's a third party, but also in the issue of the specific employee involved. For those of us who have worked in the safety arena, we try to make a very clear distinction between the reporting of information and the assessment of what went right or wrong in terms of what needs to be done from a safety perspective as compared to what may need to be done from a disciplinary perspective or perspective of retraining of the employee. And what I would like to focus on in this committee is the issue of reporting on the statistics, analyzing the statistics, and leaving separate and apart the issue of what disposition. We've all been there. We all know, in some cases it's a matter of retraining. In some cases it's a matter of the employee either not being properly trained or not being aware of what he or she should be able to do. In some of the far extremes, it's somebody who's probably not suited for the job, and so we need to take care. But I would say at this committee, I would like, at least for the initial part, to focus less on the disciplinary side and the action taken. We can have discussions on it later on, but more on the issue of the reporting of the statistics and the assessment of what went wrong. But I would say we probably want to come to closure on some level of measurement of safety metrics by what time frame. So to help guide the discussion as to when you need this input.
My thought is that we try to bring this to a close. The next meeting that I proposed was in March, and I'd like to try to bring this to a close then, because there's an infinite amount of data that's available, and I don't want us to be swimming in data for a long period of time. I'd like to bring it to a close and to begin to report out on it.
And we can change it and modify it over time, but let's put a stake in the ground and go forward. I agree. Any comments on that? Yes, Neil.
Yeah, thanks. I like your list. It's a good starting list. It's really an outcome list, right? It's almost the end of the line. Like if we've reached just picking one, a kill/suicide, the game is over. All the things that lead to an accident have occurred. And when I think of an accident back in my old days, as you may have heard last time, David, or from the minutes, I was in the Army, I was a helicopter pilot, I had my fair share of accidents in my units and around them, and we all, as we used to say in the Army, everyone's a safety officer, so safety was something everyone played a role in. And so these metrics, they feel like we're missing maybe a couple of things that come before the end of the day, because we used to talk about an accident was the culmination of a series of mistakes, that it wasn't just that the helicopter flipped over. Right, it was that The helicopter took off in bad weather. The guy didn't get a lot of sleep the night before. His skid got caught. He was not being a little thoughtful about maybe I should just gently put it down. He just ripped it, and then the helicopter flipped over. So a series of steps. So I'm almost wondering, can we have some of the input metrics here too? And what I mean by input metrics, I'm talking about the number of miles of tracks that were reviewed that quarter or month, or the number of employees that went through a certain set of training methods on safety that month. Now, I realize every single statistic can be managed too, and it doesn't necessarily prevent. But I think a focus solely on the point of the accident itself, which virtually every one of these things looks like it's the end of the day, as opposed to some of the inputs that lead to it, may give us some leading indicators, if you will, before the thing actually happens. So to recommend a thought, and maybe some of the inputs would be helpful.
I think that's more than a fair comment, and each one of the agencies has to varying level of degrees near-miss reporting mechanisms, which are indicative of trends that may be occurring before they manifest themselves in accidents. So that in some way, shape, or form should be added into what we're reviewing in a way that's constructive. And we probably should have one of the meetings we cover that off with a presentation in terms of what that is. One thing I will tell you, and it's like there's a discussion about absolute safety and probabilistic safety, and most people deal with probabilities, but I just want to make sure that you understand one thing. You can identify a particular occurrence as in 1 in a million, 1 in 10 million, 1 in 100 million. And that generally, if the other factors are the same at different agencies, that probability doesn't change. The one thing that makes us different, we roll the dice more than anybody. Back in 1982, we calculated the number of individual door panel openings when we ran 6,000 trains a day. Do you remember the number? 1.4 million individual door panel closings a day. We run 8,000 trains a day. So if you say that, the likelihood of this happening in 1 in 10 million, in 10 days, you've had 10 million incidents, so your exposure rate could be pretty high. And so the devil is going to be in the details on some of these things. Chuck?
Yeah, I just focus on an aspect of what Neil just raised. Slip and fall is a significant part of the safety issue. But a critical part of the determination of slip and fall is, where did it occur? So, for example, if the slip and fall occurs on the outdoor stairs, either at the subway or Long Island Railroad, the focus changes just a little bit, because the question then is, was the stair one where you had a metal piece, and was the weather icy? It's drilling down to get the detail, because when you look at it in that context, you may find, I don't know whether you will, you may find that the incidence of slip and fall are particularly high when drilled down and applied to exactly where it occurred.
I think there are all sorts of ways we could drill down into slip and fall, and I'm looking forward to really doing so. I want to come to a little bit better understanding of exactly what detailed data we already collect, and maybe think about whether we want to, on a temporary basis, augment with some of the data that you're talking about to see if we can really get at the issue a little bit deeper than we have.
I mean, to give you an example, and just an example, we don't need to go into details. At one time, the two railroads had a different construction standard for rehabilitation of an outdoor station, in terms of one had a cover over a stairway and the other didn't have a cover over a stairway. And you would think at an agency where there are sister agencies or brother agencies, you would have a standard that would be applied similarly across both. And you can see the readily apparent advantages of a covered stairway and an uncovered stairway. I think we're going to hear from David in terms of the special investigation of Metro North, but I'm also going to give him a little bit of a charge, and I'll do it in front of everybody. My predecessor at Long Island Railroad was a fellow by the name of Chuck Hoppe, and many of you remember him and know him well. And Chuck thought one of the most important challenges he had in his life was also an opportunity. For the majority of his life, he was a transportation consultant. He made recommendations for agencies similar to Long Island Railroad, and he was in a position of saying, this is what you should do, but then he walked away. But when he sat on the other side of the table and he had to receive them, he had a little bit different perspective, because he actually had to implement them. So David brings a tremendous breadth and depth and knowledge from the NTSB, given his expertise and given his experience in terms of investigation. So I've now asked them to be able to utilize that in a way where we're actually going to be in the receiving end and implementing that. So as he's giving this explanation of where we're at, it's twofold. One of which is what the NTSB is thinking of what we're doing and how we're doing it, but also from a standpoint working hand in hand with Metro North to make sure that we're doing the right things.
Absolutely, and that was the huge challenge in coming here after many years of writing recommendations and telling other people what they should do. It's exciting to be part of the operational world here. So at the last meeting of the Safety Committee, which was in October of 2014, there was a review presented by Mort Downey of the Blue Ribbon Panel and the recommendations and the activities. President Giletti and I believe President Nowakowski talked about the activities on the railroad agencies to respond to that. What I thought I would do, since in the month that followed, in November 2014, the NTSB released a special investigation report titled Organizational Factors in Metro North Railroad Accidents. I thought I would review a little bit about what they found and sort of the state of NTSB recommendations around MTA agencies right now. So maybe it's worth saying before I do that during the time the special investigation report was prepared by the NTSB, obviously I was still employed at the NTSB, but I didn't have anything to do with the special investigation. I recused myself of it, knowing that I was headed here. So the NTSB had a number of accident investigations underway concerning Metro North events, and they closed out all of those accident investigations with the special investigation report in November of last year. They focused on the Metro North work environment, management of safety risks at Metro North. They interviewed employees from all levels of the company and reviewed oversight functions at Metro North. They reviewed the organizational structure, employee training, programs, procedures, risk management. And NTSB investigators also examined the role of the MTA Board, MTA headquarters, as well as the FRA in assuring the safety of operations. So I reproduced on page 13 of your committee materials, just out of the NTSB report, their 11 findings or conclusions as a result of the special investigation. Most of the conclusions that they drew are related to safety and risk management and safety oversight at Metro North, the utilization of the System Safety Program Plan, the Priority 1 program, and the overall ability of Metro North to do the appropriate lessons learned and draw those lessons from occurrence investigation within the railroad, as well as internal efficiency testing and auditing and the like. So just for your reference, those findings are reproduced there on page 13. I have had extensive conversations with Metro North and have a little bit of an insight from my time at the NTSB. President Giletti addressed this committee back in October and provided you a great deal of information about the activities at Metro North in response to his coming on board there, in response to the Blue Ribbon Panel, and of course in response to the NTSB's activities. In addition to keeping you informed, he has also kept the NTSB informed of what Metro North has done, and in my judgment, the NTSB is quite satisfied with the improvements that are underway and recognizing that there is a new day at Metro North. So it's our responsibility now to keep up that momentum and keep both this committee and the NTSB apprised of the continuing improvement and the continuing work that we're doing there. So I might transition into the table that I placed on page 14 of your materials, just to give you a little bit of an overview of the open NTSB safety recommendations that we are working towards satisfying right now. So this table kind of summarizes all of the open NTSB safety recommendations throughout the MTA. Most of the recommendations were issued as a result of the special investigation report from November, but some date back a little bit further than that. So this table is a little bit of a window into my oddball way of seeing the world. So I've categorized the recommendations in a way that somebody else may categorize them differently, but it just helps me think about them. So maybe we'll start at the bottom of the table there, and where it says medical factors. There are a couple general recommendations to the rail agencies to revise medical protocols to bring them up to date with modern thinking about medical fitness for duty, and specifically sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, as well as asking the agencies to put forth a list of prohibited medications for personnel in safety-critical positions. And certainly there's a recommendation to screen for sleep disorders such as sleep apnea. And as this committee well knows, that is about to roll out at Metro North in a pilot project. And so there's very active work being done there. Oh, it just means that there are two like the two that's right there. It means that there are two recommendations on that category to Metro North, and right below it there's one to screen for sleep disorders to Metro North. I should have put a 1 over in the right-hand column to Long Island Railroad because the NTSB issued a recommendation there too.
And probably because of the structure from whence he came, he's looking at this from a recommendation and an open and closed recommendation status. They leave a recommendation open until they get a satisfactory response, and there's also an interim period or a middle ground period, open acceptable, open unacceptable, and then closed when it's closed out. The way the agency heads, myself and David, and the safety officers are viewing this is, if they made a recommendation that pertains to all three, pertains to the two rail agencies, but it has applicability even though they didn't call for it in New York City Transit, in the spirit of what that recommendation is, New York City Transit would look at it. When it comes to fatigue management, it cuts across all. It just so happens the authority responsible for regulatory enforcement for the two commuter railroads does not have that authority over New York City Transit, but whatever we would agree to do for commuter rail, we would do within the confines of the collective bargaining agreement. But what's good is good for the goose, it's good for the gander. So that's where we're going to approach this, and the agency heads are in total alignment with that.
Something that I don't see on here, and which I think I brought up at the meeting last October, is when the decision was made to go to a push-pull operation on the Hudson line, and you're going to push the train southbound towards Grand Central. Northbound, you had dead man's control in the operator's cab, but it's a passenger car that's the head end when you're doing the push operation, and I don't believe there was a suitable dead man's control installed.
There was a dead man's control. I mean, the issue of having an operating cab on a commuter rail, I think the issue that was open was the alerter. I don't think there was an alerter on all of them, but there was a dead man on all of them. Always has been. That's a requirement. Has been a requirement over 100 years.
Yeah, the dead man is on all operating cabs. The alerters were not on all, based on the regulatory requirements. So there was no regulatory requirement to have based on the age of that particular cab car. But all alerters now exist. Since the end of December, we've installed alerters on all of our operating cab cars.
So
We probably should call them inattentive person alarms too.
yeah,
by
well,
the way.
that's great, but no, that's what we should. Where in this scheme would equipment backups of sleep apnea or medically induced lack of brain control? I mean,
Yeah.
where is the equipment that backs that up and makes it even more fail-safe?
I think it's really sprinkled throughout all of these. There's recommendations for operation to install and make use of recorders, so that provides some operational oversight of what the workforce is doing. Just above that, there are recommendations to both the rail agencies to install positive train control. And positive train control, as you well know, is a system that provides redundancy to the operator in a variety of technical ways to ensure that trains move safely.
Dead men, alerters, event recorders, especially review of event recorder history after somebody's been operating, and ride checks, silent ride checks or unannounced ride checks are all things that you can do to flag an employee that's having a problem or an issue.
Right, and my understanding is that the dead man's control that was on the Hudson Line equipment, for instance, you could actually pass out, have your foot on something, and it would have registered that you were okay. It's the random touching of something that lets the equipment know, at least, that you're compos mentis, right?
That was why they went to alerters in addition to dead men years ago.
I honestly, I don't know that any of this technology is perfect. The NTSB has investigated accidents where alerters have been installed and functioning, and still the operator managed to be successfully interacting with the alerter when he or she was not alert.
And the other thing, it's a woven fabric of different requirements and checks and balances from day one in railroad, this is not a trick question, who's in charge of the train? The conductor's in charge of the train, in every rule book in railroading. So that where you have crews that work together daily, there's a level of responsibility the conductor has to make sure that that person is doing his or her job correctly. If you remember in 14th Street, 1991, went right through the first station, put half the train out of the station and the second stop, train operator was allowed to continue operating, and he did as far as 14th Street where he had the accident. So it's no one factor, it's a number of different factors, some of which are hardware, some of which are, procedural. And I'm sure Neil will tell you, I mean, the reason why you have other people in the cockpit with people is for a variety of reasons.
And sort of along those lines of the systems thinking toward preventing accidents, that was really my intent in putting together this little table to try to show you that there's a variety of recommendations that are out there. We're working very hard to satisfy them, and when we do, I think we will significantly improve the systems approach to preventing accidents. So kind of with that in mind, some of the things that are reflected in the table are implementing a close call reporting system. That activity is underway. Making use of recorders. That activity is underway. You well know that reporting to the FRA on positive train control is something that we do. The very top bullet there under safety management, the NTSB issued 3 recommendations that all are kind of variations on the same theme to MTA headquarters about what Tom mentioned, in fact, systematically reviewing operating information and recommendations that were made to one particular agency to determine whether or not they are applicable elsewhere. In fact, several of the chief safety officers and I sat down yesterday and reviewed these in much greater detail than exists in front of you, and that activity is underway within the agency. So where Metro North has received a recommendation, say, about speed restriction signs or track inspection, the other rail agencies are very actively looking to apply those recommendations within their own properties, even if they don't have a safety recommendation received to do that. So the intent of providing this to you was really just to indicate that I see a very large part of my role here is to ensure that we answer the mail with regard to the recommendations we receive from all of the third-party reviews, as well as develop a process to review internally to ensure that we are sharing best practices and improving and making sure that any good ideas being implemented in one place within our large agency are not being overlooked elsewhere.
Neil, did you have a comment?
I just want to link to my earlier point about input metrics. What's neat about your table is it sort of brings to the fore some of those things. So just in the third bucket called operations, improved track inspection. If it's something the NTSB thought we should focus on, I'd suggest we think about, is there a metric then that we should be tracking against tied to track inspection? And again, it doesn't mean it permanently is there, but is it worthwhile tracking how many miles or whatever segments are right necessary to track on our metrics?
Just a good point.
That is the oversight activity. That is the assurance activity. So I very much like your suggestion. We'll work it through.
Tom?
Yes, Chuck.
I note the reference here to the medical protocols. I wonder, we seem, as is true of most government and probably private agencies, to sort of plug these holes after the event has occurred that's adverse. Would it be useful to take a look at the medical protocols to see if there are any other potential areas that we ought to be looking at in terms of fitness to serve in a particular capacity?
The answer is yes, and when we deal with the issue of fatigue management, I can see us having a number of different meetings to be able to not only inform the board, but have a dialogue and see if we're missing something. The same thing with medical. I mean, it's not just the issue of fatigue management, it's visual acuity, it's color readability. There have been accidents in the history where somebody's visual acuity came into play, Secaucus in 1996, as well as color blindness, so there's a whole host of issues. And also the issue of over-the-counter medication or prescribed medication affects on the ability of a person do they have impaired judgment abilities. And every one of those, I won't say are fraught, because that's too negative, but have issues related to collective bargaining agreements, because we just don't have the unfettered unilateral right to make decisions. And some are covered by law in terms of privacy. Ira, you got a question? Or?
Well, I have a question. Well, I'll first follow up on Commissioner I was going to say the same thing Commissioner Myrtle said, but I think that the close call reporting system I think is extremely important in addressing some of these issues, what I've called crew fitness. The conductor's in charge, but he must have a relationship with the engineer or the motor or train operator, as we say in transit. And there's always issues with discipline. There's issues of no one wants to rat someone else out. But if it's confidential, there might be a tendency to do that more. And it would be good to see a report about how that's working. And the other thing, it's not open on the Long Island Railroad, which means we're ahead of Metro North in implementing our close call reporting system, as it's done on the railroad, on Long Island Railroad. It's not open in this chart. That's what I'm wondering about.
Well, and the chart really doesn't try to reflect the status of close call reporting, but both of the railroad agencies are working very closely together to bring up close call reporting, and I think it's extremely close in both properties. They have slightly different approaches to how they're going to roll it out. There's a matter pending with the FRA for Metro North to proceed, so Long Island may be half a step ahead in that respect, but I think we're on the brink of close call reporting at both of the agencies.
Okay, I might just, because Long Island Railroad, there's there's an additional thing. There's two things open, which is, I guess, the sleep disorder and the, whatever that means.
Yeah,
the chart's a little,
the chart
makes
is not
them clear.
all-inclusive, it's not exhaustive.
Okay.
Those open recommendations from the MTSB has made.
Right.
We'll sort out it so it's not.
Okay.
Jonathan?
Tom, thank you. I very much appreciate Chuck's question and your answer. I just didn't follow what the timing would be on your answer, because what I really enjoyed and agree with about the question and your answer is that you're thinking proactively and not just reacting to yesterday's, but you're trying to anticipate today and tomorrow's problems. Well, what is the timing is there literature on all the possible medical and other issues to be evaluated? And I do understand there are union issues, and what will be the timing in moving forward and collecting all the possible things that we have to be testing for?
100,000 feet and come down. The issue of fatigue management and sleep apnea has been around in the industry for at least 20 years. At least 20 years. In some cases, people have been waiting for a regulatory approach to be able to guide what to do. I think all the agency heads that work with me are in a different place. We shouldn't wait for regulations to take what is the right and appropriate action, which is why Metro North has done the sleep apnea. New York City Transit has already had issues related to fatigue management in terms of medical screening. So we're going to do it sooner rather than later. We do have to do it in concert with collective bargaining agreements. And we may need to bring in third parties to help sort out so we can get to a different place. But everybody's united on the fact that they realize it's an issue. We need to identify it. The question is, how do we go about taking the right action to make sure the public is protected as well as the employees? So from a time frame standpoint.
But the other possible health-related and non-health-related issues you discussed, what is the timing for you looking at it?
Well, the way we were, there's interrelationships between this particular topic you're talking about, other things we talked about. We try to deal with safety issues in a hierarchical way, where it's frequency of occurrence, severity of hazard. So if your severity of hazard is catastrophic, loss of life or loss of system, and it's going to be frequent, the number of times that you're exposed to that's the highest likelihood. If it's negligible consequences and very, very infrequent, that goes to the bottom of the list. So what will help guide the discussion is the data and information we have with respect to those types of physical issues or health issues that could influence an incident that could result in a fatality, employee or operational.
Thank you.
And maybe I can just make sure that it's clear that what the NTSB asked Metro North to do is to revise its entire medical protocol for fitness for duty, not just specifically with respect to sleep disorders. So that's a fairly tall order. It is a big project, so it probably wouldn't be wise to try to promise a time frame right now, because that project is really just getting started. But that said, the field of occupational medicine has a great deal to assist us with and inform us as we rewrite these protocols. There's there's regulatory guidance on what the protocol should be, and maybe even more importantly, there's a whole lot of expertise out there in sister agencies throughout the country, and so we'll draw on all of those sources to ensure that we revise the protocols in the best possible way.
One last question, then we'll move on because we need to get prepared for the board meeting, but I don't want to totally cut off the conversation. Chuck?
I just want to make one point. I am confident that if you bring the union committees in at the beginning of those kind of discussions, and by those kind of discussions I mean medical issues, reformulating the protocols and the like, that they will be cooperative one way or the other.
Totally agree.
I share your enthusiasm.
No, I totally agree. In the case of Metro North, there was no question whatsoever in terms of Acre or the locomotive engineers, and they knew the importance of this, and they moved forward. So we see the same thing. I think we've had a very productive meeting, a good discussion. I think we need to continue the dialogue. We are going to have some deliverables, and we're going to have some other presentations, and I definitely leave the door open with respect to input we need to receive from you for metrics, but also if there's special meetings you feel you need to have happen. So, having said that, do I have a motion to adjourn? Second? All in favor? Aye. See you in a few minutes.
Free coffee upstairs.
Go upstairs.